Hey guys, Mr. Riz here to help you guys out with 113 part 2, the chain conditional. So this is going to be a quiz that we take. So we actually won't need our app inventor too much to worry about, but we'll still use it for part 2. All right, so we will go ahead and take the quiz. I'm just going to preview it since I'm the teacher. All right, so this is what we're going to do. So chain conditionals on operators. All right, so programming the happy image, sprite movement, and sound. So since there are 4 edges the sprite could hit, I'm going to just put up here so this is larger. Since there are 4 edges the sprite could hit, you have 4 conditionals for the program to check as it's running. The events are similar, so the programmer might want to check them all at the same place at each time the program runs their single event. So these are all doing the same thing, but each one's a little bit different. So here's the accomplished ways. There are multiple ways the program could code the solution that they accomplish the same task. Compare the 2 versions. Which an example of code would be more efficient to put in an event handler? So we have this one here on the left, which is the if, then, else if, then, else if, then, else if, then. And then we have an if then, if then, if then, if. So this would be like if edge was top, then we'd play the top sound, else if edge was bottom, then play the bottom sound, else if the edge was. What this one here will do is just check. If the edge hit the top, play the sound. And then it will go through, and then if the edge was the bottom, play. So which one's more efficient? I would say that the one on the left is more efficient because the program or the algorithm will stop once it completes a true statement. So if like right here was the middle, was like if edge was the bottom. So let's say that's where we are at on the screen. Our cursor's at the bottom. So the first thing we'll do is say like if edge equals top. Okay, it's not. So we'll skip this part here. And then if edge equals bottom, which is true, it will play bottom. And then we'll skip the rest. It won't go any through this code. It won't check any of these other things. Over here, it will check all 4 things. So if the edge was the top, it checks to see is it the top? And if it is, it places on. If not, it moves on. If the edge was the bottom, okay, it was on the bottom, it plays the bottom sound. Now what it will continue to do on the right, so the one on the right will check all edges even after we know what edge it is on. Okay. So efficiency is something that's really important when it comes to app. It does reduce sizing. It also reduces because the size is smaller, the program can run faster. And we always want to increase the efficiency to make everything faster and run more smoothly. All right, to get a different sound to play when the happy image hits a different edge, we'll use chain conditionals. So these are going to be ones that are linked together, the if else, and those are all chained together. A change conditional is a series of conditionals that program evaluates in sequence until stopping on a condition that is true. That's what we just talked about up above. In this case, the chain conditional will evaluate when the happy image hit, which sound to play. So whatever edge we hit, it will play that sound. So inside the controller drawer, okay, and I'm just going to move over to App Inventor now. We're going to go to our blocks. I'm going to move my head. We got the happy image. We're going to go to the control and grab out an if then, else if then. All right, we have a chain conditional. But what we need to do is add more to it because this only has 3 statements. Actually, we don't want to use this one. I just noticed that. We want to use the control if then. Yeah, if then. All right, we're going to click the mutator box and we're going to drag in 3 else ifs. Okay, so hover over there. All right, so now we have it set up. So what we want to do is now figure out the event handler, the edge. And this will tell us, or the edge reach, tell us a little bit more. So I'm going to zoom this up so you guys can see it. It's also on the CYU. But let's highlight it. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. So Let's see if I can zoom in a little more, if that makes it bigger. Okay, it really doesn't. But this event here, we need to know some things about it. So it says right there, the event handler called when the image sprite reaches the edge of the screen. If bounce, then the call, if bounce is then called with that edge, the image sprite will appear to bounce off the edge when it's read. Okay, but we're not going to use bounce at all. We're going to have it just stop. Edge here is represented as an integer that indicates one of 8 directions. North is 1, northeast is 2, east is 3, southeast is 4, south is -1, southwest is -2, west is -3, and northwest is -4. So we got up is 1, and then more importantly, east, I guess it'd be this way for you guys. East would be 3, so that is what, the right edge? And then south is -1, and then left edge west is -3. So those are going to be good to know when we do our coding here. All right, so according to this one, what is at the bottom? The south was -1, the north was +1, the west was -3, and the right east is 3. All right, we'll submit this quiz, and here we go. All right, so this ends part 2. Hopefully you guys did all right on the quiz. Did I do all right? I got a 1 out of 2. Okay, and that makes sense because I have to hand grade this problem here. And so you got a 1 out of 2, that means you got this one right. Okay, guys, well, this ends part 2. Hopefully it was a lot easier and you guys were given some time to catch up on part 1 too. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.